Good Monday afternoon. This is the North Carolina Vinyl Picker here. What a weekend I had. Got to meet up Sunday with some VC legends. Mr. Steve Carlson, the Early Morning Sunday Show. And this is his shirt that he gave me, and I'm going to wear it proudly. And today's show is sponsored by the Early Morning Sunday Show. We met Steve Bender, the Zonk Man, Spin Doctor and his Vinyl Mayhem, Mr. Kendall, Eric Weinbender, the Big Burly Bro, the VC Ambassador Dave, and I hope I didn't leave anybody out. If I did, please chime in and let me know. We had a great time. We all met up at Noble, and from there we went and had some barbecue, and then we went over to Lunchbox Records, and from there we went to this little place that sells guitars, and then I left from there, and then they all met up and had some Mexican food. And if you want the total big story, you can get to one of them other guys' channels because they have it all broke down for you. But I got a bunch of stuff here to get through here today, and I want to go ahead and pose a question to everybody out there in the vinyl community. Does sex sell records? How about the sexiest album covers? Well, all these records here sold hundreds and thousands of records, and I guess their intent was to do that, just to make sure and sell a bunch of records. So I'm going to go ahead and show you about 25 records here to prove my point, and then I'm going to show you what I picked up this week at the record stores down in Charlotte and what came in the mail. And at the end, I'm going to show you my Grail. Yes, I did find a Grail, and it's not an old album. Well, it's actually 5 old albums, but they were all remixed, and I'm going to show you that here shortly. Everybody knows that Mr. Steven Wilson is my favorite artist currently, and Porcupine Tree, of course, and Steven Wilson says that Porcupine Tree, all that music's my music. Everything's Steven Wilson music, so there you go. I'm going to show you what I picked up at the Habitat for Humanity, too. Or Goodwill. Was it Goodwill? That could have been Goodwill. I found this Stevie Nicks CD. I never seen this one before. I guess it's like 20 years old. So anyway, I'm going to put that in the store, and it's called Shangri-La. I think so. Trouble in Shangri-La. And over here we got New Order, and this is called True Faith. I know nothing about this band. So these two will be going in my store, and I'll be happy to sell them to anybody that's interested. And my store is in Discogs, which is an app that you can get on your phone, and you can list all of your CDs, your LPs, even your video movies. All that stuff can get put into Discogs, and then you'll have it in your pocket. So that way when you go to the store, you'll know exactly what you got, and you don't have to buy doubles like I did for years. So there you go. But it took me a while to get everything put in. It's not overnight. It's a labor of love. And so let's get started here. So anyway, and one more thing. The Discogs, it's a Big Chief Vinyl 57. Yeah, that's the name of my store in Discogs. So if you're interested, I have lots there to sell. Okay, so let's get right into it. I'm going to show you. I got this in the mail, and this here is a Gentle Giant. And this is their album Interview, and I got it on CD only because it's a Steven Wilson remix. I'm going to put it up here with the rest of my Steven Wilson remixes of the Gentle Giant albums that I've got just about every release that he's released so far. I don't think he's going to go past Interview. The last couple albums of theirs wasn't that great. So they did 3 albums after this, but then you're getting close to that 1980s. So I don't think he's going to do those. But some of them was saying something about Genesis, but Steven Wilson doesn't like Genesis, so I don't think he's going to remix any of those Genesis albums. But if he did, it would probably be the Peter Gabriel area, I would think. I got these albums also. I've got one more CD, and this is Steely Dan. I've never seen this out in the wild, and I found it on eBay. I think I paid like $5 for it with shipping. It's called Alive in America. I really like Steely Dan a lot, and I was happy to find this one. I can mark that one off my list of stuff that I absolutely had to have. Jorge Santana. Yeah, has Jorge Santana. And this album here is going to go in my pile to the right of here of sexy album covers. So Jorge is the brother of Carlos Santana, and he has a band, or he had a band, and this is, I think, my third album of Jorge's. So there you go. I'm going to put this in the pile, and then I'll re-show this in a minute. The Gentle Giant. Look at that. Now this thing is super cool. It's got lots of pages of pictures and stuff. I think I paid 10 or 12 bucks with shipping to get this thing. It's a, I don't know where, I think it's from Spain. It's made in Italy. There you go. But yeah, find another one. I've been looking for, I have a list I keep in my pocket of albums I'm looking for. So this one here was on the list. I never thought I was going to find it for as cheap as I did, for one thing. And I just got it in the mail today. So it's being shown today. So tomorrow starts another day, and then I'll be going out banging them bushes to look for more stuff to bring to the table to show everybody in my channel. Yeah. And if you like my channel, at the end you can subscribe if you like, and hit the bell. That way you know every time the North Carolina Vinyl Picker, aka Big Chief, AAK Art, will be showing his next show. There you go. Gentle Giant. How about this one? Well, we were at Noble Records. I was looking around, I had a handful of records. So I'm thinking, I can get these anytime. I really like to find a couple bangers. So I go up to the front of the store, and Dylan has a bunch of records up front, and new releases. I never really paid them much attention, but I always thought that those new releases up front were newer records. But apparently he puts the new old stock, and then the old stuff that comes in. So I found this one there, Harmonium. I never thought I'd ever own this. It's a Canadian band. It's a prog band. They sound like Nursery Crime or Foxtrot era Genesis. And I have the CD, which I just put in my store. I'll sell my CD, but now I have the album. And man, what a great album this is. I think they were just one and done. I don't know if they had a second album, but it's just absolutely brilliant, as Ian would say. Excuse me. Look at that cover. Ain't that something? That is just beautiful. I'm going to take a quick swig here so I can clear my throat. Okay. I think I'm a little bit better now. Okay, so what else did we get? Oh, I got this in the mail. And I like Synergy. Synergy is Larry Fast, and he's from New Jersey. And he played on Nectar album, Recycled. And I got Redstone. Now this is a 12-inch, 33 and a third from the album, I'm not sure. Metropolitan something? Metropolitan Suite. Yeah, Larry Fast from Synergy. And electronic music, kind of like Jean-Michel Jarre or Tangerine Dream, something like that. So if anybody's into that kind of music, you should check out Synergy, because I think you can pick up his records for like $5. And a lot of them was released on clear vinyl way back in the late 70s, when clear vinyl and colored vinyl wasn't really a huge thing like it is now. So we'll start off with this one. Still got that frog in my throat. Does sex sell records? I think it does. Look at this record here. This one's for the ladies. Herbie Mann. Yeah, you gotta love Herbie. This one album's called Push, Push, Push. And it's got the cover here with those holes in the front there. There's Herbie. There's Herbie. This is an album. This is from like the 70s, I think. Yeah, 71. So that's going way back in those days. Yeah. Okay. And then I got the Jorge Santana album. I picked this one up at Noble Records. That was a really cool find. I've been wanting to hear this one. And how about now, we're going way back now, the Santana Abraxas. Look at this one. Now they even put the cover over here. They covered it, so that way you couldn't see the girl. But unbelievable. And then they also did the Houses of the Holy and that Blind Faith album. But I wouldn't even dare show those on here. How about this one here? Look at here. Classic cover. This lady was pregnant when they had the whipped cream all over her. Whipped cream and other delights. How about this? Paul Moriarty. This is some 60s stuff. And how about Jacques Kuhn? He played with Philip Catherine. This is a jazz album. Kate Bush. Look at Kate. She hit the scene in the 70s and into the 80s. Sorry about the glare on that one. There's Kate and all her beautifulness. There's the kick inside. That's the Canadian cover. And how about Tori Amos? This is her first album. Why Can't Tori Read? And then she came, this was her, the inner sleeve of her third album. And then here's, she's sitting on the porch with a gun with her leg propped up. And there's another picture in there with her with a piggy. Here. And then I like this cover. Then we got Linda Ronstadt. We don't want to forget Linda. And then look at this inner cover. So all the young kids were buying these records and seeing these in the store. And these classic poses, mostly women, and they were posing. I guess they put them on the covers so they could sell more records. There's Carly Simon. Here's another Carly here. Mazzy likes this cover. That's what he told me. How about Stevie Nicks? Now they took this picture. Stevie Nicks never liked this picture. Yeah, I think they did some photoshopping back then. I think they were definitely both topless, and she never cared for that picture. How about Olivia? Soul Kiss. Here, look at this picture. There's Olivia. So they were all doing it. All the top female artists. And I'm not even getting into the soul stuff like Ohio Players and Funkadelic and all that. And I'm not going to show you the inside of this one because it shows a picture of Joni. And well, I guess I can show it. She's at the beach. And then, yeah. So then we had Indelibly Stamped. Yeah, Supertramp. I got to cover that one up. I don't know if that's a man or a woman on the cover. So, do you think that sex sold a bunch of records back in the day? I think it was more prevalent back in the 70s and into the 80s. Maybe even definitely in the 60s. But now with censorship and everything, I don't think that they do that as much. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't believe they do that as much. So we're coming in at 13 minutes. So that's some great stuff. I wanted to go ahead and share those with you and pose that topic. I don't know. I've never heard anybody talk about that in the VC. So just give me your comments down below. And I showed you my new pickups, and we talked about the meetup that we did. So this is the box set that I've been wanting. I've been wanting it for a long, long time, and I finally saved up enough money. I sold enough records on Discogs, kept the money into my PayPal, and then they kept building it up, and finally got it. Then I went ahead. I think I paid a little bit north of $350, and then I seen one in the Discogs just the other day for $319. I'm like, oh my gosh, can you believe it? But what this is he remixed all these albums. I had them all on CD at one time. I sold them all. But, so I'll show you in order here. We have the Yes album. Of course, everybody knows that one. Everybody knows the Yes album. And these are all they sound, oh my God, they sound amazing. Then we have Fragile, or Fragile. Yeah. How about Fragile? We got Fragile. It's got the little booklet in there. Everybody knows about that. And then when I listened to this one, this is the one I've listened to. It's got a different cover. They reimagined the cover a little bit. And yeah, Close to the Edge. I've already listened to this album. If anybody out there sees this video and has never heard this album, you need to get a, might help if you get a gummy or something. Okay, then Tales from Topographic Oceans, which I love. The Revealing Science of God. Just incredible. I can't wait to listen to this one. I might have to listen to that one tonight. Then, of course, it's got the Relayer with Patrick Moraz. The one album he did with Yes. So there you go. Those are the 5 albums that are in that. And people would say, you know, I got all them records. They're like $5 records. But they ain't going to sound like these, I'm telling you right now. These things sound fantastic. Oh, upside down. And I have an extra box, actually, because I had bought a box some time ago, but that's reasonable in the store if anybody's interested in picking up just the box. That's all I got for today. Oh, no, I do. We went to Lunchbox Records, and I picked up this Porcupine Tree 45. I seen it in there. I thought maybe the guy would give me a little bit of a discount, but no such luck. No discount for me. But this is an album, a song called She Moved On, and it was on the album Light Bulb Sun. And it says it's number 490 of 1,000. So a lot of these stuff that Steve Wilson did in Porcupine Tree, they only made 500 or 1,000 different copies of it. So that's all I got for today. I plan on getting out there and doing some more picking this week. I got some other things coming in the mail, and we'll be talking to you later. I better get a cough drop or some water or something. Talk to y'all later, and support them troops out there. We'll be talking to you soon. I'm going to try to get this video up. Oh, and I got my Humming Guru back. Oh, I want to forget that. My buddy John in New Jersey sent me back my Humming Guru. Humming Guru, the board went out, and we thought it originally was something else, and then we tried to put the new wheel in there, and that didn't work out. So then I sent back to Humming Guru and said that didn't work out. So they sent me the whole board, and then I sent it to my friend John up in New Jersey. Thank you very much. I know you're watching because you told me you watch every show, and so there you go. It's nice to see the Humming Guru back. I get to open it up now today and spin some more records and clean them up. And so if anybody's thinking about getting the Humming Guru, they have excellent customer service, and they'll send you out a replacement part. You just have to do it yourself. But, you know, me with my big sausage fingers, I said, that ain't going to work. I can't get in there, them little screws and stuff. So I said, oh my gosh, my friend in New Jersey, John, my best friend I ever had my whole entire life. He can do it. That's what he does. He does that shit for a living. So there you go. I took it up to New Jersey. He mailed it back, and I got it back today. So now I got to repay him. So everybody take care out there, and we'll be seeing you soon. I'll try to get this thing. It takes me a while, 20 megs or 25 megs, whatever I got. It takes like a half a day or 3/4 of a day just to put this little video up. So anyway, talk to you soon, and bye for now.